Okay, I'm really hoping the wind has died down and it's not too loud. Something that I wish I just don't, I think I had to go through everything that I went through in the order that it happened to become the person that I am. And I am really grateful. Like, all the trauma, all the heartbreak, all the ups and downs, all the insecurity, all the tears, like everything that was really hard, it made me who I am. And I'm really thankful for my life and for how it's gone and how it's turned out. Even with the bad parts, I wouldn't take those away. So I don't think I would tell myself anything or do anything differently. I really feel like my life unfolded as it was supposed to. And oh my gosh, it's so loud. And God was always with me. And that's the most important thing, is that I was never alone and God was always with me. So I didn't have to go through it alone, which was amazing. Okay, next from Vanessa. How do you make time for you and your husband despite having young kids? That is really difficult, honestly, and we've struggled with that in the beginning. I think we're getting better now that it's been almost 2 years since we had a year and a half basically, since we had the twins. We just have to be really, really intentional because he's working, I'm working, the twins demand a lot of our attention. And if we don't intentionally plan out, carve out time for ourselves together, it's just not gonna happen. So we have to be really intentional about it and plan date nights, get a babysitter ahead of time, put our phones away, talk, connect, catch up, just really be intentional about not just zoning out, because we are really tired a lot of the time, being honest. So it's just, you have to really be intentional and commit to that. Okay. Happy birthday. Thank you, Brianna. What has been refreshing you / filling up your cup lately? Ooh, I like that question a lot. I would say I'm part of this really awesome book club, and the conversations from that have been very life-giving. That's been really refreshing me lately. Just sort of challenging me to think outside the box and dig deep on things. So that's been really refreshing me. I like that question a lot. Okay, this is from Mel. What would 31-year-old Katherine tell 13-year-old Katherine? When I first saw this question, I started tearing up because I was just thinking about it, and I was really sad as a 13-year-old, just going through a lot and struggling a lot. Oh my gosh, someone just rode by on a skateboard in the middle of the windstorm. What the heck? Also, that was me. Well, actually, did I start skateboarding at 13? I don't know. I skateboarded a lot when I was a teenager with my sister Lauren, and I skateboarded together. I think I would just tell myself that you don't need to have the weight of the world on your shoulders all the time, and it's okay to just be a kid. And I don't even know that myself would have listened, because that was just who I was as a person. But yeah, it's okay to just be a kid and not be worrying a lot and just always worrying about other people. Okay. What was your favorite trip / vacation you've ever been on, Pamela? This is interesting because, okay, I love to travel. Love, love, love. That's one of my biggest things in the rest of life. I want to travel a lot more. It's interesting because I've been to a lot of countries with my sisters on tour, but it's very different traveling on tour versus going on a vacation somewhere. When you're on tour, you're there for a couple days, you go in, you go out, it's just not the same as when you're I don't know, going on a vacation. So I would say my favorite trip, because it actually felt okay, we're there for vacation, it's fun, was going to Hawaii with my husband last year. It was before we had the twins. Or wait, 2 years ago? 2 years ago. It was before I was pregnant with the twins. And we went to Hawaii, and it was so incredible. Some of the most stunning, just literally felt like I was in a postcard or in the movie Moana, so beautiful, breathtaking. I don't know, I love nature and I love the ocean. We saw the black sand beach, and it's just incredible, breathtaking paradise. So that was really fun. And I told him, I was I feel we're gonna go back here one day, but not for 25 years. I was we're gonna have to have our kids, and I don't think we're traveling 12 plus hours there and then back. That's just a lot with little kids, so it's gonna be a while. But we will be back one day, I think. Okay. What are you doing for Lent, from Julie? Ooh, I like this question as well. Okay. For Lent, I definitely avoid food related things now that I've been diagnosed with an eating disorder. It's just not healthy for me mentally. I used to do a lot of food related things in a very unhealthy way for Lent. But now that I'm in recovery, I focus more on like, how can I just get closer to God, and how can I, deepen my prayer life? And I don't know, I felt like God really led me this Lent to, I feel like I always try to do way too many things and just like make this huge list of like Lenten challenges and practices, and then I don't do half of them and I get really discouraged. But this year I actually just kept it very simple, and I'm really happy about that because I think it was really doable, and I've actually been able to keep it up like every day. So my biggest thing is that I wanted to pray more, and I wanted to pray more regularly and create like rhythms of prayer that are like, not even that it's the most like, impressive prayer life, but just that it's really regular and really routine so that I can keep it up. Even being a mom of 2 toddlers, and life is crazy sometimes. So in the mornings, I've been waking up before the twins, going downstairs and just praying over like scripture or a devotional or something like that just lifts my soul up to God, and then journaling and just praying through journaling to God. And then in the evening, my husband and I have been doing something that Catholics do. It's called Compline, or like night prayer, where it's like you read these different psalms and different like prayers and Bible like passages and pray together. So we've been doing that before bed, super quick, but like a beautiful way to end the day. And our prayer life together as a couple has been kind of up and down. And I was like, I really want us to do something like every night together that's like set. So that's been really awesome to do that. So those are my Lenten practices, and I've also been trying to like fast from going on my phone in the morning and evening so that I'm just more prayerful and like not as distracted in those times. Okay, next one is, what is your necklace? A lot of people are asking me this. So I have this necklace. It's like a metal scapular. My friend gave it to me, and it has like the Sacred Heart of Jesus and Mary holding Jesus like a silhouette on it. I really like it. Okay. Next one is, if you found out you were pregnant with twins again, what would your reaction be? From Bonita. Honestly, I don't even think I would be shocked. Okay, I was so shocked when I found out the first time because I never thought I would have twins. I just never like saw that for myself. But now that I've had twins and I kind of get how to do it, I think I would just be like, okay, cool. Good thing we have 2 of everything. Like, I think I would just jump in and be like, oh, that's awesome. We have 4 kids like right away. So yeah, that's what my reaction would be, I think. It's hard to know until I'm actually there. Okay, this is from Moment of Whimsy. And they said, what is your favorite part of the day with the twins? I really like our nighttime routine with them. After we do dinner and stuff, we like go upstairs, me and my husband, we take the twins up. We do a bath like usually every other night, but so we'll either do their bath, and then we'll do story time. They have their bottles. Sometimes we'll pray with them, and then just like snuggle them a little and like bring them into bed. And I don't know, it's just such a peaceful, like, feels so safe and feels so comfortable, and just like, I just like a lot of moments sitting on that couch. Like, we have a little couch in our nook area where we have all the books and stuff. I just sit there and I like look at Max and I look at the twins, and I'm just kind of in awe. Like, I cannot believe this is my life, and I can't believe I have a husband and 2 sons, and how like wonderful they are and such a blessing. I know it sounds cheesy, but like, I just feel in awe of them, and in awe that like this is our life, and then we get to do this every day. Like, it just doesn't even feel real sometimes. I'm like, wow, this is incredible, and I feel so like lucky that I get to be a part of this. Okay. Gia Noel. I like that name. That's really pretty. Gia and Noel. I like that. Biggest reminder of God in your life. This kind of goes back to the last question, but just my husband and my sons. Like, looking at them, I see the face of God. And I just like, I cannot even believe how lucky I am to have the 3 of them. I just feel like I won the lottery. Like, they are such a reminder to me of like God's grace and what I prayed for so many years. I feel so lucky to have them. So I would say them. But there's been so many moments where like God has shown up for me, and he's truly like, I don't know, always been there and provided for me in ways that I just never expected. Yeah, it's just been really beautiful. Okay, Kaylee said, what are your plans for your birthday? I think I kind of said that earlier in the video. Birthday brunch with the girls. And then adventure with my husband. And then obviously hang out with the twins. They're going to be there all day, but they're like 1.5, so they don't really know what's going on. Okay, new mom here. Motherhood is so much harder than I was expecting. Any advice? From Robin. Well, Robin, I want to say, first of all, that you're not alone and that I felt the exact same way. I think I thought like, oh, I love kids. I love babysitting. I have 8 younger siblings. Like, I've literally grown up being a mom. Like, I feel like it's going to be, I feel like that sounds cocky, but I thought motherhood was going to be easy for me just because I had a lot of practice, and it knocked me on my butt. Like, solidarity, I just want to say that, that even with me having a lot of like experience, I guess you could say, there's just nothing that can prepare you for motherhood. It's just so all consuming. It's 24 hours a day. It never stops. Like, I don't know. I just want to solidify for you, not verify. What's the word? Just, I want to like validate you. There we go. I want to validate you that it is really hard and that you're not alone, and that there's, I would say most people that I've talked to feel that way, that motherhood is really hard and harder than a lot of people expect. Doesn't mean it's bad. It just means that it's challenging. It takes all of you, like your time, your energy, your sacrifice, your love. Like, it just like really brings out, I don't know, I feel like it brings out the best in me. Like, it just makes me like, it makes me realize how selfish I am sometimes. Like, I need to like put their needs first and like, just like, I don't know. But I would say, wait, let me go back to the question. Any advice? I kind of said this earlier to another question similar, but like, it is going to get easier and you are going to get stronger. And just don't be afraid to like reach out and rely on people around you, your friends, your family. If you can have a babysitter come a little bit, like, it's not selfish of you to take time for yourself to like just breathe for a minute, or like take a bath, or journal, or like go for a walk. Like, you need those moments. You're a human too. Yes, you have this tiny precious human you love so much and they're dependent on you, but that doesn't mean that you don't need care as well. You still need care, and you need care to be the best mom that you can be. So please don't feel guilty taking that care for yourself. I know I did a lot, and I just wish I could go back, because I don't know, mom guilt is just such a lie, and we need to take care of ourselves as moms so that we can be there for our families. It's so impossible to do that when you're like at the end of your rope. So please do whatever you need to do to like just take care of yourself the best that you can, is my advice. Okay. What is your favorite thing about each of your boys? From Sarah. Oh, Dom and Leo. I love them so much. They are so just like hilarious. They crack me up every day. Their personalities are so big for such tiny little 1-year-olds. Like, I don't know. I just love them. Dominic is, I think, it's hard to tell because he's only 1.5, but Dominic is, I think, an introvert, and Leo, I think, is an extrovert. And Dominic is just like this studious, like just sits there and like looks at books over and over again and just studies each page. When we go to church, he's like looking around and studying every person. He like crinkles his eyebrows. It's so cute. Oh, I love them both so much. Leo is, I think, an extrovert. Again, hard to say, but he's very energetic. He's literally running circles around while Dom is sitting in one spot. It's funny. They're very different, even though they're identical twins. And Leo's just, he's more, I think, I don't know, he just loves like looking at things and like picking things apart and like, okay, how is this put together? Like, he's very inquisitive, kind of almost seems like an engineer mind, like very into like how things are put together. And like he was just figured out how to open up the doors really quickly. Dominic hasn't even really tried to do that. Like, he's a really, I don't know, I wouldn't be surprised if he builds things when he's older. And he just also has this like a sassiness to him. They both have sassiness in different ways. Oh my gosh, I love them. Okay. I'm freshly in my 20s. So looking back 10 years, what advice would you give yourself? From Nikki. Ooh, I like that question. What advice would I give myself? That's really sad to think about. I've suffered a lot in my 20s. Like, I don't mean like I suffered, but just like being real, like I was suffering with an eating disorder for the vast majority of my 20s. And I would say like a big root of that eating disorder was just this deep feeling of I'm not good enough and I have to earn people's love. And at any moment it can be taken away from me if I'm not perfect, if I'm not like, I need to make myself worthy by doing all these things to earn it. And it's just really sad that I like lived in that space for so long. And I'm still coming out of it. It's still kind of like my tendency. So I would just say, like, I don't know if you can relate to that at all or not, but like, you already are like perfectly lovable the way that you are. You don't have to make any changes. You don't have to make any upgrades. You don't need to lose weight. You don't need to do a better hair regimen or get better clothes or get a better job or have more money. Like, you don't need to do anything. You just are lovable exactly as you are. And I just wish I could have like put that in my brain and just like penetrated my skull. Like, it's a hard concept to grasp when you're 20, but yeah, that's what I would say. What are some things you're looking forward to doing with the boys in the summer? From Mary. Mary, I love this question. It's almost like you know me, because I've been talking to my friends recently and saying like, I'm so excited for the summer and I can't wait to have like adventures. That's kind of my theme of the year. Like, I don't know, I'm wearing this new dress. It's like bright greeny, I don't know, turquoisey. I just want this year to have like color and fun. And I used to think I had to be productive all the time, and if I didn't, I wasn't worthy. But I'm realizing it's good to like play and enjoy creation and like what God's given us. Like, it's okay to just like do something for the sake of having fun. And I feel like I am also, like, if you know the temperaments, I'm a sanguine. So I think I naturally like to have fun. I just had a lot of guilt about it before. Like, I felt like it was selfish or something. But anyway, sorry, that was a soapbox. But to answer your question, this summer, I want to take my twins on so many adventures. I want to go to the splash pad. I want to go to the pool. We're going to go to the ocean, like I was saying. I want to take them to like open gym where they can like run around and play. The library for story time, like play dates with other kids, parks. Like, I don't know. I just want to do so many, and we kind of already are doing a lot of those things. But I think the summer things, like water focused, splash pad, like just all those fun things. I am so excited. My twins are going to be 2 at the very end of summer, so they're like almost 2 all summer, and I just think we're gonna have so much fun. I don't know. I love toddlers. I love being a toddler mom. Okay, what is your favorite thing about being a Catholic? From Savannah, and I only have 1, 2, 3, 4 left. Okay, so I'll get through these last 4. Savannah, what is your favorite thing about being a Catholic? I would say, well, the first thing that comes to mind is the Eucharist. Love the Eucharist, and I just love that we have the body and blood of Jesus like in the Catholic Church. I think that's obviously like what makes us, I guess, set apart, or like what really feels really special. But apart from that, I would also say, sorry guys, very windy. I would also just say the fact that in the Catholic Church, there's just a feeling of like silence and stillness in prayer. Like, I love sitting in adoration and praying. And is my house about to blow down the hill? Sorry. But anyway, yeah, I just love the like peace that I find in the Catholic Church. I love that. Who is your favorite saint? From Marilla? Sorry if I said that wrong. My favorite saint is Saint Teresa of Avila. I read her book Interior Castle when I was a teenager, and it really like touched my heart. I love the mystics. I love Saint John of the Cross. My confirmation saint is actually Saint Cecilia. But yeah, I think my favorite is Saint Teresa of Avila. Okay, what new things have the twins been doing that you love? Says Elena. Dancing. Dancing. They love to dance, and they dance in the funniest ways. Leo kind of like spins in circle and puts one foot out, if that makes sense. Dominic just like bounces and gets this like, it's funny too, they smile differently. Dominic smiles with his mouth closed, and Leo smiles with his mouth open, which is really funny. And Dom just like bounces with his little closed mouth smile, and it's so cute. So yeah, we've been dancing a lot. Their favorite song is Send Me Forget Me Nots. You know that song? It has like a really good bass line in it. That's their favorite song right now. And the Frozen theme song. Leo literally goes na 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 hey na all the time. He loves that song. Okay, last question. Woohoo! Sorry, I'm like sliding off my bed. Okay, what is your biggest advice for someone struggling with body image? From Janine. That's a good question to end it with, because that's been such a big focus of my life, is healing my body image over the last couple years. Okay, my biggest advice is to reach out and find a specialist who specializes in body image or eating disorders, if that's your thing. I found a specialist that specialized in eating disorders and healing body image, and it has changed my life. Like, just talking to someone who has such a different perspective than what we're used to hearing in diet culture in the world, has been incredibly healing. I feel like I have an ally, like someone on my side that I can just open up with and be totally safe when a lot of people in the world, there's just like a different view about like body image that's pervasive, and I would say not very healthy. So yeah, that's my biggest advice to you, is to find a specialist that you can talk to, because it's just such a unique, I don't know, body image is such a unique to the person journey, and it takes years to undo like what is so common in our culture and so like just powerful and persuasive. We just get these really bad messages about body image, and it's just really hard to undo that if you don't have someone on your team who knows what they're talking about and like has specialized in that. So that's my biggest advice. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed these 31 questions. Thank you for being here. I just really appreciate each and every one of you, and I'm really grateful to have this YouTube channel, and I'm looking forward to this new year of life and just sharing more with you guys. Hope you guys have a good day, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.